I declare this congregation to be in session. Please remain standing and join with us in singing the traditional graduation song, Gaudiamus, the words of which are printed on the screen. Please be seated. Kia ora tātou. Nā mihi nui kia rātou kua ngāro I te tirohanga, ka nohi, haere koutou, haere oti atu. Kia tātou te konehi ora e huhu nei I raro I te maru o ruahine, tararua mauna. Tēnā koutou rangatāne ki Manawatū, ka nui te mihi kia koutou, no reira tēnā koutou, kia ora anō tātou katoa. A very warm welcome to Massey University's 2017 graduation ceremonies here in Manawatū this week. This is the fourth of 6 ceremonies. I wish to acknowledge fellow members of the Massey University Council and the academic staff on stage with me today. In addition, I acknowledge the distinguished guests we have among us, the professional services staff and members of the campus graduation committee. Most importantly, I acknowledge those of you who are about to graduate and the loved ones who are here to support you. My name is Michael Ahi. I am Chancellor of the Massey University Council, which means that I chair the group responsible for overseeing the university's governance. It also means that as a council, we have great pleasure in presiding over graduation ceremonies here in Palmerston North this week, in Auckland a fortnight ago, and in Wellington later this month. In the 6 ceremonies this week, we have 1,129 students crossing the stage. 146 will receive master's degrees and 40 will receive doctorates. Graduation Day is a day of celebration, an opportunity for the university and you, your whānau, your friends and loved ones to recognise the hard work you have done and what you have achieved as a result. All our ceremonies are streamed live on the internet, and there is a link on the Massey University homepage. Please feel free to put the link on your Facebook page, or text, tweet, or email it to anyone who was unable to be here. It will be a permanent record of what I'm sure will be a very proud moment for you. And while talking about recognition, it's important that graduands remember to thank all those people who have backed you and contributed to your success during your studies. Your family, your friends, aunties, uncles, the faculty and support staff of the university. I would like graduands to join me in acknowledging them, and I will ask graduands to stand, applaud those on stage, and then turn and applaud your family and friends. Graduands, please stand. Thank you, graduands. Capping ceremonies are the highlight of the academic year at any university. As a Massey graduate myself, I distinctly recall how proud and excited I was to cross this very stage here in Palmerston North. 1 or 2 years ago now, I must admit. Actually, it was more than a couple of years. And this puts me in a position to reflect on what education has meant to me and to reflect on what I learned and those who I met at university and how they shaped me, my career, and the values that I hold today. Things like that whānau and family are important, community is important, service is important, whether paid or unpaid, and that integrity in life is essential. New Zealand is a proud nation, and rightly so. It is recognised around the world as a beacon of good global citizenship, and Massey University is a key part of that. You now are a key part of that. And we are a growing university. Our national and international student numbers are increasing. The reputation of Massey University is built on the achievements of its faculty, past and present, and also its students and its graduates. Our broad base of qualifications caters for both the commercial and cultural needs of students. Our research is focused on addressing issues that matter more and more as the world's population increases. Issues like energy use, climate change, food production, disease prevention, human health, animal health, and improving physical, social, and cultural environments. And we pride ourselves on producing people who put New Zealand on the global map for innovation, for creativity, research, and for teaching. As university graduates, you are essential to the future social, economic, and cultural development of your communities. You are the leaders of the future. And great leaders commit themselves to continuing education. And in my experience, great leaders also model three characteristics. Firstly, they have great self-awareness. They know what they do well, and they also know what they can do differently. They spend time on reflection. And they are very intentional in their actions, in their meaning, and in having balance in their lives. As I mentioned earlier, this is the fourth of 6 ceremonies, and we will have 193 students from the College of Health crossing the stage this afternoon. In January, our College of Health welcomed its new Pro-Vice Chancellor, Professor Jane Mills, one of Australia's foremost primary healthcare academics, and we will be hearing more from her later in the ceremony. Over the past year, 5 research projects were awarded more than $4 million from the Health Research Council to tackle issues including screening for cancer, smoking cessation rates, managing nurses' fatigue, and occupational risk factors of cardiovascular disease. The School of Public Health also hosted its first public health symposium in Wellington. The keynote speaker was former Massey Deputy Vice-Chancellor Sir Mason Dury, and there were presentations from some of the college's top academics, including Professor Philippa Gander, Associate Professor Marawa Glover, and Professor Barbara Birmingham. For those graduates involved in the food industry, activities of note included in November, Massey and Food HQ hosted the Future of Food Forum in cooperation with the Embassy of the Netherlands in Auckland. The forum was attended by more than 100 representatives from the Dutch and New Zealand food and trade sectors, as well as royal visitors King Willem-Alexander and Queen Maxima. Massey University, in partnership with Fonterra, appointed the inaugural chair and consumer and sensory science professor, Joanne Hort. This chair has been established within the Massey Institute of Food Science and Technology through the Reddit Institute Centre of Research Excellence. Professor Hort will begin her role in July. Congratulations to all of you who have taken up the challenge to be where you are today. You will graduate proud of your achievement and also honoured by the reputational mantle that you have inherited. My whiro, my challenge to you is to go forth as Massey alumni and make your own contribution. Grow your own reputation, and in doing so add further to the proud heritage that you are now part of. I anticipate many of you will come back to us to keep your skills and knowledge up to date. You can be assured that Massey will be there to meet the need, whether it be through a course of full-time study or part-time through our world-class distance learning program. Finally, graduates, I would urge you to stay connected with your alma mater and your university family through our Alumni Association. Congratulations. Continue to work hard and take all the opportunity that awaits you. Nō reira, tēnā koutou, huri no te whare, tēnā la tātou, katoa. By the authority of the Council of Massey University, I, Michael Ahi, Chancellor, will now award the certificates and diplomas and confer the degrees on those to be presented and on those in absentia.
Chancellor, a senior lecturer from the School of Sport and Exercise and a professor from the School of Nursing will present to you graduands and recipients of certificates and diplomas of the College of Health.
Chancellor, I have the honour to present for graduation and the degree of Bachelor of Food Technology with honours the graduates I'm about to name. Sarah Elizabeth Bruff. Morgan Isabel Christie Jones. Jonathan Peter Clark. Yvette Nicole Coyle. Eileen Hang Hoiting. Michael David Lloyd. Donald Malcolm Meikle Cameron, Massey Scholar. Michael Andrew Paul. Rebecca Emily Tresida. Hal Jonathan Treves. Hilary Rose Torson. Matthew Jawa Ewan. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for the graduation in the degree of Bachelor of Health Science the graduates I'm about to name. Tanya Leanne Arnold. Wendy Marie Baker. Ashley Rose Cooper, Massey Scholar. Phoebe Elizabeth Harrison. Taylor Charlotte Mason. Kirsten Ann Matthews. Christy Rose Amy Nicholas. Chuk Yi Sang. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for graduation in the degree of Bachelor of Medical Laboratory Science the graduates I'm about to name. Casey Elizabeth O'Byrne, Massey Scholar. Matthew James Prince. Wana Su. Yui Sun. Bronwyn Margaret Wallace. Hung Zhang. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for graduation in the degree of Bachelor of Nursing the graduates I'm about to name. Cara Lee Denise Brooks, Massey Scholar. Rebecca Helen Kaiser. Ingrid Ursula Chamberlain. Talitha Claessens, Massey Scholar. Sheena Lynn Collis. Katie Jane Kroom. Madeline Jane Downer. Roseanne Lorraine Edens. Tessa Grace Gaskill. Rosalind Joy Gibbs. Janelle Amy Gervin. Regan Grace Hannah. Kate Louise Jones. Tessa Christiana Judd. Andrea Carazin Villamil Lurigan, Massey Scholar. Bonnie Francis Marahari. Rebecca Joy McCarthy. Suzanne Elizabeth Neal. Sally Juliet Overwheel. Dallas Kate Parkinson. Jordan Francis Cummins Pickett. Jade Phoebe Reardon. Corinda Raikanai. Harriet Gabrielle Short. Lara Izziati Smith. Sarah Ann Taylor. Kristen Louise Teatley Jones. April Sharon Turner. Kristen Leah Vandershans. Marini Filyuan. Lydia Irene Ferguson Watts. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for graduation in the degree of Bachelor of Science the graduates I'm about to name. Helen Elizabeth Anderton. Lisa Joanna Andrighetto. Hui Ling O. Janelle Mary Lama. Andrea Mary Mills. Imogen Emily Faye Nelson. Caitlin Elise Sercombe. Lisa Justine Setter. Michael John Yavelton Sinclair. Alexandra Smithers. Leandre Vanderspee, Massey Scholar. Trevor William Van Rooyen. Joshua David Wharton. Giancarla Angela Maria Zatta. Thank you, Chancellor.
It is now my pleasure to invite Professor Jane Mills, Pro-Vice-Chancellor, College of Health, to address the graduands. Professor Jane Mills is the Pro-Vice-Chancellor, College of Health at Massey, considered one of Australia's foremost primary healthcare academics with extensive experience leading and managing teams in both government and tertiary sectors. Her research portfolio focuses on rural and public health, health workforce and health system strengthening. With a career vision to improve health and well-being of individuals, families and communities, Professor Mills believes education and research are powerful vehicles for change that makes a positive difference. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Professor Jane Mills.
Tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā tātou katoa. Chancellor, members of Council, Vice-Chancellor, colleagues, and most importantly, of course, today, our graduates. Thank you for inviting me today to provide the occasional address. It's a great honour and a privilege for which I am very grateful. Graduation Day is a landmark day in the university calendar. The pomp and ceremony celebrates not only each student's well-deserved achievement, but also, importantly, the families who have supported them, including the Massey family of academic and professional staff who have fostered your success. So, graduates, while today we celebrate the end of your degree, today also marks the beginning of something new, your professional life. Reflecting on my own professional life of some 30 years, there is one constant that I thought worthy of speaking to you about today as you launch off into your new career. And that is the inevitability of organisational change and how this can be used to your advantage. Jim Hemmerling, an organisational change expert, speaks of living in an era of always-on transformation. In the past 25 years, the way in which we communicate has undergone a revolution that has resulted in a social economy that we could never have imagined, and a new set of social mores that we have to learn to operate within. None of this is easy, and for many of us, the level of cultural change demanded of always-on transformation, both at work and in our personal lives, can sometimes be a bridge too far out of our comfort zone. So where does this leave you, the next generation of health professionals? Organisations are only as good as the people that they employ. And it is from this place that my first message to you comes, which is to cultivate a feeling of comfort with ambiguity. Surely you must be thinking, when I start my first job, holding tight to my shiny new degree, which many of you are now clutching in your hands, my boss will have a plan that is all mapped out, with a timeline and a set of goals. And in the back of your mind, you will be hoping that your role in this plan will be well defined, so you know what you have to do and what you need to achieve. Ambiguity has no place in this scenario, you might be thinking. The plan should be crystal clear. Otherwise, how are you meant to know what to do. Well, the reality is that, yes, your boss will have a plan, and if they are a good boss, that plan will have all of the features I've described. However, if they are an astute boss who fosters innovation in their workforce, who is entrepreneurial about capitalising on opportunities, and who is flexible and adaptable in their approach to working with key stakeholders, then you can guarantee that that plan is not set in stone. In the corporate world, buzzwords such as nimble, agile, flexible and adaptable are creeping into descriptions of organisational culture and jobs. The other favourite term we're hearing an awful lot of at the moment is disruptive innovation, which goes to the speed at which change, and often big changes, are occurring. Hemmeling's term of always-on transformation is enlivened by these aspirations for our health services, resulting in staff living in a state of constant change. As a new employee, being comfortable with the ambiguity that results from always-on transformation is essential for you to cope with the sense of uncertainty that constant change engenders. In every workplace, there are those who rise to the surface of the river and those that get pulled under by currents of disaffection. Much of this is about staff members' levels of resilience or their capacity to positively cope and adapt to cultural change. As you leave us today, I would encourage you to reflect on your personal level of resilience, and as part of that, how comfortable you are with ambiguity. Think about developing some strategies to help strengthen this part of your professional identity as you go forth. Maybe don't toss that professional journal that you've been keeping as part of your degree. Keep it going and apply your reflective and critical thinking skills to your new life as a health professional. Find a mentor or a clinical supervisor in your workplace who is able to help you analyse critical incidents, because there will be many as you start out, so that you can better understand how you might manage similar scenarios in the future. And finally, join a professional organisation to network with others in your field, because often hearing their stories will help you maintain perspective. This brings me to my second message for today, which is the importance of always-on education. The Economist recently published a special report issue on the topic of lifelong education that identifies some very interesting trends that are relevant to you, our graduates, as you begin or restart employment. The greatest growth in the job market is in what they term hybrid jobs, where skills from traditional disciplines are mixed up with, say, for example, coding, design thinking, data analysis or policy development. And this is all about meeting industry needs. Social skills are considered by employers as a foundational attribute. In particular, your ability to develop relationships with colleagues that result in effective teamwork is highly valued. Reinforcing this idea of always-on education, companies such as Google recruit people they assess as learning animals. Now, while I don't really agree with that term, the intent is clear. To succeed at one of the world's largest and most influential companies, you need to love to learn, a trait psychologists call demonstrating a need for cognition. Now, while all of this no doubt makes sense to you, at this point in time, you are probably thinking, actually, Jane, I just want to pay off my current student loan and be done with that before undertaking any more study. But I would urge you not to leave it too long if you want to maximise your earning capacity, which is always an important consideration. Economic analysis demonstrates that the bulk of earnings growth occurs between the ages of 25 and 35. And by the time you reach 45, only 2% of you will ever experience another salary increase, which is a bit scary, but certainly worth contemplating. This evidence adds a sense of urgency to considering your career path and what you aim to achieve in your working life, as postgraduate education is in fact an investment in your future prosperity. I'd encourage you, though, to think creatively about what type of continuing education you undertake. It doesn't always have to be in the discipline from which you are graduating today. The millennial generation speak of wanting a career of feeling as opposed to viewing their job as a transaction. So think about what you love, what you aspire to, and be the author of your own hybrid job destiny. Graduates, today is a landmark day for you. Enjoy the moment, dream large, and go well. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Professor Mills. We will now proceed with the conferment of degrees and the awarding of university diplomas and certificates.
Honour to present for graduation in the degree of Bachelor of Social Work the graduates I'm about to name. James Martin Cherrington, Massey Scholar. Alicia Grace Cope. Tanya Rachel Dodge. Olivia Marie Douglas. Michelle Teresa Duncan. Bernadette Marie Flay. Hannah Amy Francis Anderson. Georgia Margaret Lynn. Georgina Mary Moore. Griffin Nichol, Massey Scholar. Emily Jean Pipe. Audra Ann Plant. Anne-Marie Sigourney Shaw. Anjoli Levo Hollis Slack. Fiona Ann Stokes. Amy Louise Files. Neil Alexander Westwood. Keisha Lahana Whakaro. Bridie Ann Williams. Carly Trina Willis. Danielle Audrey Wilson. Rochelle Kerry Wooten. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for graduation in the degree of Bachelor of Sport and Exercise the graduates I'm about to name. Jamie Faye Margaret Alexander. Grace Bridget Alifi. Joshua Boma. Joshua Stanley Bond. Scott Taylor Craig Bowater. Benjamin Carrington Wheeler Campbell. Emma Grace Carey. Poppy Jane Palmer Cogswell. Tate Marcel Cousins. Benjamin Scott Ellis. Ryan Graham Fennell. Stephanie Maureen Grimshaw. Emma Louise Hayward. Sarah Nairi Johnson. Catherine Grace Kempthorne. James Edwano Liberona Feek. Jared Karihana MacDonald. J. Scott MacDonald. Hamish Robert Mackay. Eoseta Manessa. Regan Samuel McGonicky. Connor Thomas McLean. Vincent Albert Miller. Daniel John Monaghan. Brooke Lynette Moretti. Hamish Craig Northcott. Hannah Eileen Janice Patmore. Christopher Daniel Sharrock. Nikita Hannah Jane Shelford Hines. Alana Kathleen Smith. Anthony Jade Smith. Callum Luke Smith. Jordash Francis Jonas Wall. Tammy Ann Welsh. Genevieve Ellison West. Thank you, Chancellor.
Chancellor, I have the honour to present for the Graduate Diploma in Environmental Health the candidate I'm about to name, Bharat Ganesh Makana Gadi Barath. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for the Graduate Diploma in Occupational Health and Safety the candidates I'm about to name. Claire Jane Hance. Sharon Elizabeth Moala. Stephen Ronald Sigley. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for the Graduate Diploma in Science and Technology the candidate I'm about to name. Sarah Margaret Harry with distinction. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for the Postgraduate Diploma in Nursing the candidates I'm about to name. Louise Mary Haddock. Rema Ann Murphy. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for the Postgraduate Diploma in Science the candidate I'm about to name, Kira Mary Fennell. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for the Postgraduate Diploma in Social Service Supervision the candidates I'm about to name. Josephine Arlene Farraga. Bronwyn Elizabeth Murdoch with distinction. Janetta Margaret Scoble. Leonie Elizabeth Antoinette Van Giffen. Robert William Wilson. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for the Postgraduate Diploma in Social Work the candidate I'm about to name, Kylie Jill Logan. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for the Postgraduate Diploma in Sport and Exercise the candidate I'm about to name, Mitchell James Cronin. Thank you, Chancellor.
It is now my pleasure to invite Manawatū to present an item. Manawatū is the Māori Students Association at Massey University's Manawatū campus in Palmerston North. Defined as a whānau made up of students who identify themselves as Māori, their mission statement is to provide a culturally safe environment for Māori students to fulfil their potential within Massey University Manawatū campus, to acknowledge the tiriti o Waitangi as a founding document of Aotearoa and tūnau rangatiratanga, the move toward autonomy. The items that Manawatū will be performing are Te Ahu a Tūranga and Toia Mai. Te Ahu a Tūranga is a rangatani iwi composition that details a significant area along the Tararua Ranges. It reinforces the ties students have to the Manawatū region. Toia Mai was composed by Wiremu Te Ranga Pōtapu and documented a significant milestone in the renewal of Māori mana and autonomy in the 1800s, as well as the establishment of Te Tiriti o Waitangi in 1840. It emphasises the importance of Te Tiriti o Waitangi and the power in working together. Ladies and gentlemen, Manawatū. Tēnā koutou Manawatū. Thank you for your item. We will now proceed with the conferment of degrees and the awarding of university certificates and diplomas.
Chancellor, I have the honour to present for graduation in the degree of Bachelor of Health Science with honours the graduands I'm about to name. Shabina Hussain, first class honours. Kate Louise Koning. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for graduation in the degree of Master of Applied Social Work the graduands I'm about to name. Robin Margaret Booker, first class honours. Sharon Dorothy Collins, first class honours. Vanessa Jane Cullen. Emiltus Emmanuel. Catherine Mary Heaven. Ansi Janssen van Vuren, first class honours. Sarah Miles, first class honours. Joanne Heather Robertson. Tiareha Grace Welsh Morris. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for graduation in the degree of Master of Dairy Science and Technology the graduands I'm about to name. Emma Louise Burrett with distinction. Ebony Alice Coombe with distinction. Jack Charles, oops, we wrong? Yes, sorry, my mistake. Jack Charles Kingsford. Yes, Sarah, yes. Sarah Louise Jolly with distinction. Taryn Nicole Kramer. Marko Milosevic with distinction. Salome Milano Rodriguez with distinction. Grace Florence Powell with distinction. Matthew John Proctor with distinction. Nuzanine Rafati with distinction. Rebecca Hannah Tom with distinction. Muddled. Is this Anna? Yes. Okay. Anna Louise Reddish with distinction. Sean Donald Thompson with distinction. Oliver Elias van Woerden. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for graduation in the degree of Master of Food Technology the graduand I'm about to name, Namrata Taneja, with distinction. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for graduation in the degree of Master of Nursing the graduands I'm about to name. Susan Bannister. Joanne Claire Barrett, First Class Honours. Jennifer Alice Bauer, First Class Honours. James Soriano Kamakalen. Celine Lee Mary Collins, with distinction. Ruth Constance Cooley. Teresa Darrell Fraser, with distinction. Gail Joy Hart. Kim Melina Leader-Poor. Teresa Daisive Makiwa, First Class Honours. Tasha Lee Morris. Pamela Jane Owen. Rachel Elizabeth Shaw. Leah Sylvia Nahuia Sinclair. Amanda Margaret van Elsvik. Kimberly Ann Rafiti Wipiti Bensaman. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for graduation in the degree of Master of Social Work the graduand I'm about to name. Lee John Henley, First Class Honours. Thank you, Chancellor.
A doctorate, either a PhD or professionally named doctorate, is the highest research degree awarded by the university. The successful completion of a doctorate represents a significant achievement. Through the submission of a sustained piece of research, expressed in the production of a written thesis of no more than 100,000 words, or a creative work of equivalent size and scope, or via a series of publications, candidates are expected to make an original contribution to knowledge in a specific field of study. Candidates will typically spend 3 to 4 years of full-time research, solving a problem or addressing a particular set of questions. An international panel of experts then examines the resulting body of work through both written and oral examination. Doctoral research is challenging and represents a huge commitment to advancing research and scholarship. We honour the achievements of our doctoral graduands by inviting them to come onto the stage at the end of the ceremony, thereby formally welcoming them into the academic and scholarly community and acknowledging their entitlement to be called Doctor. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for graduation in the degree of Doctor of Philosophy the graduands I am about to name. Merrin Louise Quilter. Chancellor, Ms Quilter investigated the prevalence and determinants of erectile dysfunction in New Zealand men and discovered a novel association with both low vitamin D status and a single nucleotide polymorphism of the vitamin D receptor gene. Her research provides valuable insights into understanding sexual function and highlights a potential novel or adjunct treatment for erectile dysfunction, an early marker of cardiovascular disease. Chancellor, Dr. Merrin Louise Quilter. Ivana Roosevelt Sukera. Ms. Sukera explored the lactulose mannitol test of gut permeability for use as a dynamic test of gut health or robustness. She refined, standardised and developed an aspirin-augmented clinical test, optimising the ability of the test to detect clinical disorders of absorption, such as celiac disease. Her research has received accolades and has been subsequently endorsed in an editorial in a peer-reviewed journal. Chancellor, Dr. Ivana Roosevelt Sukera. Amit Taneja. Drying into a powdered format is a convenient means of increasing the shelf life of perishable emulsions. Mr. Taneja investigated the changes during spray drying in milk protein stabilised emulsions with high oil content made using various milk protein products. His research results confirmed that in-depth understanding of the impact of emulsion composition and processing conditions used is critical for designing new powdered emulsion products. Chancellor, Dr. Amit Taneja. Thank you, Chancellor. Would all our new graduates please stand? It is my great honour to welcome you as alumni of Massey University. The award of a university degree carries many privileges, but like all privileges, it also carries responsibilities. I charge you as graduates of Massey University to use what you have learned for your own betterment and for the benefit of your communities. I charge you to use the skills and knowledge you have acquired with rigour and integrity, and to commit yourselves to a program of lifelong learning and discovery. I charge you to remember the lessons Massey University has taught you about the worth of others, particularly those who've not had the opportunities that you have had. I charge you to set goals and to continue the hard work that has brought you so far. And in all that you do, I charge you to be deserving of the good name of Massey University. Please be seated.
Thank you, Vice-Chancellor. At the conclusion of this ceremony, guests are requested to remain in their seats until the processions have assembled in Broadway Avenue. Please then join our celebratory procession to the square, where we hope you will mix and mingle with staff, family and friends who have all been part of your graduate successful journey. Ngā mihi, I declare this congregation to be adjourned. Please join with us in singing the national anthem, God Defend New Zealand, led by Apiata Tipene, the words of which will be on the screen. Ed tū, please stand.